What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jance and welcome back to the channel. So this is vlog number 8, and what we're gonna do today, guys, is we're gonna go downstairs and we're going to literally just rev the heck out of my car. I'm just kidding. I just really want to like do a proper rev for you guys, because the last rev from the last video was kind of low pitched and not a lot of people could hear it. So I'm just gonna record the internal sound and the external sound as well. But on top of that, I recently got an RC car as well. This is my RC car. It is called the RC Pro 4x4 shredder. It's got a 540 36 turn motor along with a metal axle and metal gears. It's got a 7.4 volt 1S LiPo battery on it as well. Also, it's got LED lights right here that can flicker on. I wish I can show you them flickering on, but my thing is charging right now. As you can see, it's on the charger if you can't see that. The cool thing about this thing, or the coolest thing about this RC car, is that it is pretty moddable. I mean, unlike any other RC car. And this thing is fun to drive. Even though it has a top speed of around 40 to 45 kilometers an hour, it's still pretty fast for its size. Okay, so we're downstairs now, and as you can see, this cold air intake looks insane. Like, to be honest, I thought I was never going to get this on, but my only problem was getting that little third hose on. I don't know if you could see that. Not the first hose that's shining the brightest, the lower one. It was extremely hard to get on. I couldn't even barely get it on. It was just, I had to, like, push it up in a way, and I don't know. It was just so hard that it took me about an hour to put that thing on. Also, the dampener just down there somewhere, you guys can't see that. The dampener I put on myself, but it also took me another couple hours because I was at a weird angle, plus I barely had any tools. As soon as I was done, I went back, made sure everything was tight, everything was set properly. On top of that, I even made sure these clamps were tight and that they weren't too far back. I mean, to be honest, I could have put the engine cover back on, but, you know, I kind of don't like it on here, especially with the cold air intake on, because I want to see the whole thing. I want to see the whole engine. Okay, and I also want to hear my engine roar, and I want to like, and I want to like hear that sucking sound every time I rev this thing. So I'm just gonna rev this thing for you guys real quickly, and let's get to it. Okay, guys, so we're in the car. I'm only gonna be recording the external sound, but before I do that, I'm gonna have to let this thing warm up, so please stay tuned. Okay, guys, the engine's warmed up now, so let's do it. Excuse me. Okay, one thing to point out is that the throttle response is amazing, completely amazing. The car feels much lighter than it did when I didn't have the intake manifold on, or sorry, not the intake manifold, the cold air intake on. The whistle sounds completely amazing, especially when the car powers up and everything. Also, when I tap on the gas, the car just goes, man. It just goes. It goes from like 1 to like 2.5 or 3K RPMs, just like that. Just like that. And it's just insane. Like, this is my first time actually like modding my own car. I mean, to be honest, in the past, I've actually done hands-on car projects, or I've done a couple, but I'm very, very happy for myself that I added this mod all by myself. It was a little hard at first. I mean, it's my first time modding a car, or modding my own car ever, but I'm just very happy and very satisfied with this mod. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop there. I'm going to make this car into like a sleeper. I'm going to make it into a stage 2 Jetta 2.5 sleeper. Now, I will tell you the next couple of mods that I will be purchasing this year. So one is the vacuum pump delete. Now the vacuum pump delete doesn't really add horsepower, doesn't really do much, except it kind of just saves you a little bit of money, or a lot more money, because the vacuum pump that I currently have is actually prone to failing. It's prone to like leaking or just completely breaking. And on top of that, if you're not properly maintaining your vacuum pump could break. And after that, you're probably gonna have to spend $600 to maybe $800 for a whole new vacuum pump kit. Another way to go is to buy a used vacuum pump, but that's not really a good idea in my opinion. So that's why I want to buy the spool-in pump block-off kit. Now the second mod is the IE TCU upgrade. Now since my car is an automatic, of course I'm going to buy this mod, because like I want to take off my rev limiter. Instead of like having a rev limit of 5,700 RPMs, I want to have a rev limit of 7,100 RPMs. Now physically, the engine itself can handle up to 7,500 RPMs maximum with stock valve springs, stock engine heads, and stock everything. But anything above that, I'm probably gonna blow gasket or something. On top of that, maybe my 0 to 60 time may increase. I wouldn't say by a lot, because like just because your car is able to rev higher, reach a higher RPM higher, does not mean faster necessarily. Sure, there's a bit of a horsepower gain there, but I'm not trying to sound like a ricer, nor am I trying to sound like a hypocrite. But like adding a TCU or like an ECU doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to gain horsepower. It's just going to take off your rev limiter, and that's pretty much it. Third and fourth mod that I'm going to be buying, the last two of the things on my list, is the, what's it called? The Stage 2 BFI engine mount and the Stage 2 BFI transmission mount. Now, those things are going to be a huge help when it comes to performance. They're gonna like they're kind of gonna just like lower the vibrations. They're gonna lower the engine torque twist every time I accelerate. So it's gonna be a huge help. Same thing with the transmission mount. It's gonna literally lower the vibrations, and it's gonna maximize my performance. And that is all, everyone. So please make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I mean like it like you love it. Just like this video, subscribe to this channel. I will be doing a video later on this year. Not right now, probably in the next couple weeks I might make another video, but please stay tuned, my peeps. Peace out.